In this episode of EMBARK with NCL, we're busting through the kitchen doors for a behind-the-scenes look as three of NCL's most talented chefs bring new culinary creations to life.
What do you think about a competition?
Like a contest.
Get those competitive juices going.
I love it.
Watch as they get busy in the galley
No, this one's working.
and battle for the bragging rights of having their signature creation on board Norwegian Prima.
5.
This is the Great Cruise Cookoff. Hello and welcome to Norwegian Cruise Line's newest culinary clash. My name is Simon Kinwilleri.
And my name is Christian Praj.
And this is the Great Cruise Cookoff. Today, our three all-star chefs will raise their culinary skill levels to new heights in hopes of having their winning dish on the menu of Norwegian Cruise Line's newest
Groundbreaking.
ship, Norwegian Prima. Norwegian Cruise Line is known for creating innovative vacation experiences of a lifetime to amazing destinations, providing guests impeccable service, producing Broadway quality entertainment, and plating delectable dishes on every plate, on every ship. Norwegian Prima is the latest, greatest, and most innovative ship Norwegian Cruise Line has built to date. With over 40 different dining and lounge options, including their first ever upscale food market, Indulge Food Hall, featuring 11 different eateries, elevating every expectation. Let's meet our chefs.
First up, Chef Didier Lelec.
My specialty will be French cuisine. I went to culinary school in France. I'm a competitor, so if I participate in a competition, the goal is to win it.
Second up, Chef Michael Korchen.
I became a chef because I really have a passion for cooking. I truly love competition. When I'm under the gun, under pressure, is really where I do my best work. There's nothing better than winning.
And last but not least, Chef Eric Bilodeau.
I worked for Norwegian Cruise Line about 15 years. Prior to that, I was in Las Vegas. I was in Biloxi, Mississippi, did New York City. Pastry and bakery is really my specialty. I love to work chocolate.
Welcome, chefs. We are excited to have you here with us. You are responsible for rolling out culinary experiences all across the fleet, ensuring that NCL gives the very best in those culinary experiences for each and every one of our guests. For that reason, you are here today. In front of you is a cloche with 3 secret ingredients. Wait, did I say that correctly? Cloche.
You say cloche, I say cloche.
Sounds French.
Because it is. In today's challenge, 3 chefs, 3 ingredients. We are looking forward to having you make an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert, where each of those courses must have one of those ingredients as a main component.
Please remove your cloche to reveal your ingredients.
And in front of you are heirloom tomatoes. We have pork tenderloin. Might give you a hint what's coming for main course. And our very interesting ingredient, a pink pineapple.
So it's actually pink all the way through.
All the way through, much sweeter than the regular pineapple. I just look forward to see what they're creating with it today.
Oh, this is going to be good.
This pink pineapple, I was excited already. That was a good start.
Heirloom tomato, people consider this as a vegetable, but it's also a fruit.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, you only have 60 minutes to complete this challenge. That's 3 ingredients, 3 dishes, and 60 minutes.
An hour's pretty tight. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna have to come up with something really creative.
Besides those 3 ingredients in front of you, you have full access to the pantry and the walk-in. But when the clock stops, judging will start.
Our carefully chosen panel of judges, all with refined palates, will be judging you on what we call the Prima scale. P, presentation. Is this the perfect plate? R, ready. Was it prepared on time in that 60 minutes? I, innovation, creativity and style. M, main ingredients. Have you used all 3 in those dishes? And A plus, flavor, the perfect dish. It doesn't only look good, it tastes great. Chefs, are you ready for the Great Cruise Cookoff?
Yes, ready.
Challenge accepted.
Your 60 minutes begins now.
The first 10 minutes of competition is a little bit nerve-wracking. We have to search what I'm gonna do with this. I can use that. No, maybe not this.
They're grabbing their ingredients.
You know, my initial reaction when I found out it was going to be an hour was, what can I do within an hour? I have to do something that's going to be simple and easy to execute, but yet great flavor. Looking for some cinnamon and some brown sugar and a little bit of vinegar, I think.
Christian, look, you know these chefs really well. What are you expecting from them?
Well, first of all, time is the obstacle here. Each of the chefs are probably already thinking what they can pair it with, what they can do and make. I see some interesting already looks around the pink pineapple there.
When I saw the pink pineapple, I was real excited because it's a real unique ingredient. You don't have to do a lot too because it's so special.
Michael, what's your game plan?
We're gonna do some pork achote marinated for some tacos al pastor to start.
Tacos al pastor, that's a great idea.
We're gonna incorporate the pineapple and the pork into that one dish.
Amazing. And obviously that would fit very well in our Los Lobos concept, Mexican.
Prepared my marinade, and in that I used the achote, I used some fresh orange juice, some oregano, cumin, and garlic. So I'm gonna dice my pork into fine little pieces, and I'm gonna marinate it in the achote marinade.
60 minutes for them to create an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. Can it be done?
We will see.
The idea was to bring a little of creativity. People know me as a French chef classic. I decided to use the pork tenderloin cut in médaillon, the same way like you will do a beef tenderloin. And then because of the time restriction, I decided to do a roasted vegetable fricassee. So all the vegetables cut together in a pan, little olive oil, salt, pepper, and just baked in oven.
Sour cream, sour cream, sour cream.
You mentioned Eric was a pastry chef, so he's a dessert guy. So how's he gonna feel with a pork tenderloin here?
Don't be fooled by what he has on his credentials. He is one of our longest team members, 15 years in the company. So he has seen it all.
So when I see the pork tenderloin, I say, oh my, 15 minutes to cook, another 5 minutes to prep, another 2-3 minutes to clean it. I knew I had to start with this right away, so this was my first task. Pork tenderloin, mustard sauce. I said, why not use some heirloom carrot and potato, roast it in the oven with some tarragon. The mustard sauce bring everything back. The grilled asparagus, is the healthy touch on a plate.
So for the appetizer, I decided to make pineapple salad with a cilantro dressing. Pink pineapple, you have a very sweet flavor, beautiful color. So the idea was to use it very simple to keep the color and the sweetness of the pineapple. Try to combine good flavor, acidity, a little spice with a jalapeno, and I thought that the mix of the condiment will balance the sweetness of the pineapple. So the idea was to mix everything up and do something different today.
Chefs, 30 minutes left.
60 minutes to cook is not a lot.
Yeah. I don't know what a gazpacho is. I'm a pastry chef, remember. Your oven is beeping.
Then also working shoulder on shoulder with one grill, one fryer. We have a little battleground, and who's taking the space?
No, it's not working. Only one working. Hey, you're nice, but I was there first. No, this one's working. Oh no, look, it's off now.
When I decided that it was time to cook my pork tenderloin, I put my pan on the first cooking induction, and after a few minutes I realized that it was not heating up.
How this work?
So I went to the second one and also realized that This one was not working as I wished, so I had to go to a different one and finally was able to sear my steak.
15 minutes left.
For my dessert, I'm making the pink pineapple firecracker lollipops. Pink pineapple wedges rolled in cinnamon and brown sugar.
What do you have in mind for us?
So pink pineapple firecracker lollipops has a very, very unique flavor. Super, super sweet. My idea was really to caramelize the sugar on the outside, but yet leave the pineapple on the inside nice and cold.
No, it looks like we're coming at the right time.
Do you think we can sneak a slice of that pink pineapple?
So for the dessert, I made a tropical fruit salad. I used pink pineapple and some papaya. I did a very light syrup with the lemongrass, mix all together. That's going to be the dessert. Tropical flower. So lemongrass, tropical. The lemongrass is, I love this flavor. That's a flavor who fit very well with pineapple, and I will say with any type of fruit.
Yeah, I can say exactly what you mean. A sweetness.
Sweeter, juicier, different color.
I don't know why you have a fork.
I guess I'm missing out.
Hey, it's okay. Let's go back up. We'll get you one.
Oui, mais je l'ai laissé là-bas.
Now we're gonna go with tomato. Heirloom come in different color and very typical shape, little deformed.
So what's your plan with the tomatoes?
Let me think.
Anything.
Chef, the clock is ticking.
You don't have much time left, so...
Well, I think I'm the underdog in this competition. I'm a pastry chef. So my appetizer was, like I said, I keep it simple. Heirloom tomato. Right away I was thinking about lemon, shallots, something refreshing, and a savory granola, just to give a little crunch. You just mix everything, all your spice and nuts and everything. Just combine everything and roast it in your oven.
With only 10 minutes left, there's so much that is happening out there, and we know they're A-star chefs. But are you proud of what they're doing right now?
I have to say, they make me really, really proud, and it's a true representation what we're known for, being creative, being innovative, showing us something that, I didn't even think of.
For the dessert, I know the time was very limited, so I decided to focus on the marination of the tomatoes and just bring this nice sweety flavor to the dish.
This is down to the wire with them. A lot of them are changing up their tactics as well. This is how you know they're top-class chef.
When it comes to the pink pineapple, I would have normally put it into the broiler. But because I was cutting short on time, I decided to use the blowtorch to get some nice caramelization pineapple.
What's the timing? 7 minutes. 7 minutes it is.
I'm going to melt the cheese on the flat top and have it stick to the tortilla. The tortillas are frozen, and that's not good. It's going to slow me down.
When you start hearing 5 minutes, suddenly decide to do a countdown, that's even worse.
The competition was really the pressure cooker. We were down to the wire. I wanted my food to be fresh for the judges.
Yeah, that's where all the magic happened, basically, because you have to do your plating no matter what.
No time to look at what was going on around me. Focus was presentation and creativity.
No mint.
30 seconds, chef. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right away, the first thing I thought is we all three we have a shot.
Simon, let's meet our judges.
First up, Harry Sommer, President and CEO of Norwegian Cruise Line.
Wow, I am super excited to be here. The culinary program on Norwegian Cruise Line is absolutely fantastic. You guys deliver fantastic food to our guests day in and day out. I can't wait to see how we're going to elevate the food on board our ships even further.
Up next, Mark Kansley, Senior Vice President of Hotel Operations for Norwegian Cruise Line.
Chef contestants, I know you guys are all as passionate about cooking as I am passionate about eating, so I look forward to seeing what you guys have brought forth today.
Last but not least, Christina Cortez, chef by trade and our corporate culinary coordinator.
Good afternoon, chefs. Thank you so much for having me. I've had all of your food before in the past, which is quite delicious, and today I'm very excited to try your elevated meals.
Up first, Chef Michael.
I'm probably most nervous about Mark Hensley as a judge. He's traveled the world and he has a really strong palate and really understands food. We have fresh heirloom tomatoes, which are in season now, sweet Vidalia onions shaved thin, topped with some hand-torn basil and some balsamic reduction, seasoned with simple salt and pepper.
So I taste something a little sweet in here.
A little sweet, a little sweet.
Yeah, what is it?
It's just the balsamic.
Yeah, I think the combination is extremely sweet dish.
There's a sweet onion as well.
Yeah, the Bilodeau,
The presentation was quite nice. The tomatoes tasted great. He just had put a little too much sugar in the onions.
Now's the scoring time, huh?
So the entree in front of you is the Queso Fondita pork al pastor tacos. So it's an achote marinated pork that's marinated with achote, orange juice, fresh oregano, cumin, grilled on the flat top griddle, and then topped with fresh onion and cilantro, and topped with some cotija cheese on top.
Michael, what restaurant on our ship do you think this would be best served?
This would be great in our Los Lobos concept. We also serve this on one of the islands in the Caribbean.
On the islands, okay.
And interesting you use the double tortilla. The double,
Yeah, traditional Mexican tacos with the double tortilla shell. So you'll see that there's some golden brown melted cheese on the inside.
Michael, I really like these tacos a lot. They're very flavorful. The meat's very tender. I very much enjoy it.
The dish in front of you is our pink pineapple firecracker lollipops. It's tossed in brown sugar, cinnamon, and then bruleed on top.
So it's a good taste. I think as a light dessert, I think our guests would really enjoy that.
Which restaurant do you think this would fit best in?
I think a great fit for this would be in our new Indulge. We have a rotisserie concept, and I think this would go really, really well in there.
I like that. I think so. I think you're right.
Good.
Thank you.
Next up, Chef Didier.
The anticipation.
When I saw the judge panel, I was a little worried because they are very different. Appetizer today, it's a salad. It's a pink pineapple salad with cilantro dressing and jalapeno.
I think, Didier, there's a lot of pressure on you. Hundreds of years of French culinary supremacy is on the line here today.
Nothing is French on this dish.
Chef Didier, tell us about when we revealed the 3 mystery ingredients.
I was a little confused because I had one meat and I had 2 fruit, a tomato and a pineapple. So I was not sure which one to pick for my appetizer. So I went for the pineapple.
This is very unique. I've never seen a pineapple appetizer before. What's in the sauce? It's very good.
Cilantro, lemon juice, and olive oil.
It's a nice mix.
And some peppers in there.
And black pepper and sea salt.
The presentation is very good. There's a sweetness and a spiciness to it.
Yeah, I like the jalapeno hot sweet combination.
So for our main course today, we have pan-sear pork tenderloin, roasted vegetables, and the sauce it's apple cider and soy sauce.
Just from the presentation, which is fantastic, I see the French influence in it. I could see this dish being in our French restaurant. Which restaurant do you see this?
I can see this in bistro, but also in an Asian concept.
Chef Didier's entree was a work of art. You saw it and you almost were reluctant to dig into it and spoil what he has created. The taste of it and the flavor of it and the aroma and the bite in your mouth was every bit as good as when you saw it presented in front of you.
And the dessert for today, we have heirloom tomato marinated with balsamic vinegar and honey whipped cream.
So similar to the pineapple, I've never had a tomato dessert before, so that's 2 innovations today.
But the tomato is classified as a fruit, so...
The tomatoes are sweet, so I think that's a very complementary combination. Very beautiful.
What Chef Didier did with the dessert was truly innovative. To have a whole bunch of textures and tastes, for example, the combination of the tomato with the sweeter sauce and the nuts really allowed you to have a wide variety of flavors to taste from.
And last but not least, Chef Eric.
So when I saw the judges, I would say, great. 2 super foodie and 1 chef. Judges, in front of you, you have a very simple appetizer. It's heirloom tomato with a lemon vinaigrette, a sour cream zesty, and savory granola.
You know, I really like the addition of the granola. It gives the tomato a little crunch.
Yes, definitely. We need to add a little crunch. We learned that in pastry, always work with different texture.
Very original recipe. I enjoyed it. I think the guests would as well.
So for the main course, we have a pork tenderloin roasted with mustard vinaigrette, roots vegetable sauté in butter, and grilled asparagus.
So we'll ask you the question we asked the other two chefs. What restaurant would you see this best fitting in?
It's a dish mustard and roots vegetable, very hearty. I will see that in Cagney or in a bistro, perfect.
I would definitely order this one if we had it on the ship.
Okay.
I think our guests would enjoy this very much.
Yeah, very good flavors.
Very nice.
It blew me out of the water because the flavors were robust, it really was presented well, and the taste was phenomenal.
Oh, I like the gold flake.
He's trying to bribe us.
So for the final course, the dessert, we have a tropical fruit salad, papaya and pink pineapple with a lemongrass whipped cream and some crumble, of course, for the texture, to have a little crunch.
And the gold garnish what is that exactly?
It's a vanilla. It's just a vanilla paste painted gold.
Very nice.
It's edible.
Gives it that extra little touch.
Well done. Well done.
It's where your passion is, you know that. Good job on dessert.
Yeah, there you go.
Overall?
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, maybe I'll have another mouthful just before we go. I wasn't sure.
Thank you, chefs. You've all made a great impression on us, as well as the illustrious panel of judges.
Your food was fantastic, and they clearly have a lot to discuss, as only one of you will be crowned the champion of the Great Cruise Cookoff, and your dishes featured on NCL's newest ship, Norwegian Prima.
Judges, keeping in mind that under normal circumstances, we don't have any pressure in the test kitchen.
How do you think they actually fared then?
That was really a fantastic work by all three chefs.
They all brought a different take on the ingredients, and they all presented differently.
I really feel like they each brought up their game more, and I was surprised actually at a couple of the dishes that I had. I was very impressed.
I give DDA credit for reversing the appetizer and dessert, and that's really great creativity. I think on the presentation side, there wasn't a clear winner.
I was very impressed with Chef Eric and his entree. He's a pastry chef, that's his background, but I was super impressed with what he did with the entree.
I enjoyed them all for different reasons. Michael really knows what comfort food is like. Didier, more classic, and you saw his entree was like pretty as a picture. And then Eric, you spoke about his background in pastry, and the dessert was very, very good.
First off, the real winner is going to be our guest. So our guests will get 2 or 3 of these dishes we will definitely put on the ship. And our guests are going to have an excellent experience.
I think we have a pretty good idea. The scores will need to be tallied.
Yeah, I think we have our man.
Fantastic. Okay.
Judges, it seems like you have a clear idea of who is heading back to the kitchen and who will be victorious. Let's bring them back in. Congratulations, chefs. You all produced incredible dishes today that really blew our judges away. But only one can be crowned the Great Cruise Cookoff champion. It was a very difficult decision. And in third place, that chef is Chef Michael.
Chef Michael, you're not the last, but amongst a great group of chefs that had to compete today, and we applaud you for that.
Thank you, Chef Michael.
So when we were only Eric and I was tense. I know he's a very good competitor. He wants to win also.
And I just say in joke, I say, can you imagine if you lose against a pastry chef in a cooking competition?
Didier, you presented something extraordinary by switching appetizer expectation versus dessert expectation. Chef Eric, you came up with a great entree that wowed the judges, coming in as the underdog, but you surely surprised the judges.
Chefs, you both brought incredible culinary skills today, but there can only be one champion. And now, the winner of the Great Cruise Cookoff and the chef whose dishes will be on board Norwegian's newest ship, Prima, is Chef Didier.
I feel surprised when I hear my name, but also very happy, no?
Congratulations, wonderful job. Here's your award. Our guests will be enjoying your masterpieces for many, many years to come.
Very nice job.
When Chef Didier was announced the winner, I was really happy for him.
It was a very tough competition, but let's face it, the real winners are going to be the Norwegian Cruise Line guests for many years to come.
Until next time, I'm Simon Nikinwilleri,
And I'm Christian Proch.
and we'll see you aboard soon.